The Match Pearl is one of Storm's new releases in the Hotline. It features the Reactor Pearl cover stock and the new Stinger core, which at first glance may be reminiscent of the booster core found in the Rocket and the Skyrocket, and while the RG of these two cores is similar, the differential is quite a bit lower in the Stinger core, which results in a reduction of flare potential by about 2 inches. The Match and Match Pearl are much closer to 2014's Punch-Out and Wipeout than they are to the Joyride and the Ride. The Joyride and the Ride are much truer light oil balls, while these balls will be much more in play on the medium side of light to medium oil. I find the Match Pearl to be a very good blend between the Joyride and the Punch-Out. It's not quite as sensitive to carry down on the back end as the Joyride was, while it's not quite as sensitive to early friction or track burn as the Punch-Out was. First of all, I have to offer a very special shout out and thank you to Rick Hamlin, without whom the right-handed portions of both this and the Match Solid video would not be possible. And while the differences between the right and left-hand side of the lanes are a much longer topic best left for another video, the simplest way to put it is that the vast majority of the time, the reaction on the left side of the lane is much sharper than it is on the right side of the lane. On the left side of the lane, balls with shiny surfaces aren't in play very often, and even when they are, they're generally not the best option because they just tend to be too over-under. However, for me personally, I found this to be a great look on both sides of the lanes because of how good it is at blending out the wet-dry. It actually reminds me quite a bit of Rotogrip's Hectic in that respect. This is also a ball that's going to allow you to use it for all 3 games of a league set because it's very good at allowing you to keep up with the transition. The Match Pearl is out on April 19th, and special thanks to Brett Cooper at Storm and Carolyn Doran Ballard at Turbo Grips. Thank you for choosing Storm.